with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And some room to run now. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll run with Penny. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to come.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown.
Ain't no goals needed.
And quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Ain't no goals.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jaron Reed in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill 93 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost.
What the fuck? Nigga, deposit on my motherfucking time.
About 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
56.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Agba. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They keep it with Penny on first down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Running on first down with Ware. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Keep it up. Got it. Check 52. Check. 36 power. Big left. Bang out. Bam.
To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Block it.
What the fuck you
doing?
doing?
Mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
36 power. 50, go down. Touch 50. Check 26, time.
Wilson now to throw again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Ford. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
0-0.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that.
Is that happening before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Penny, a first down carry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a give, running right is Lynch.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run again on first down, Lynch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Lynch running right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Emmanuel Agba getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
56. Mike, gotta go. In and out. Let's go. 56. Go. Hey. Run it. Watch the whip. 19. Good job, bro.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Under 10.
And he's going to go down again. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Oh, stop
The
clean!
drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Check nickel. You got tank. You got tank. You got tank right there. Kill. Jack. Hey, alert 3. Jump. Good job right there.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for that. He's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 28 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They run again with Ware. He finds an opening past the 40.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. on second down. Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
43. Watch that 66. Fully high.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Alert.
Again, it's Penny. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
14.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll look to throw.
No!
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order.
What the fuck, man? Come on. No. Wow.
That done.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
We got 3. Got it. Watch the screen. Check safety. Run pass. Gun. 14. That's the one.
He's back to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Motion. 49, guys.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 15, 15. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Come on, D. 49 to Mike. Watch 40. 15, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
49. Hero 15. 49. All day, all day, all day, yo. Mike's 49. Orphan. Got you.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. You got nothing. Attack. You got nothing.
Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them. Now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. This is Penny. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise.
Pay me.
First down here inside the 30. And
Pay me my money.
9-yard line.
Sit there.
This all the way down to the Chiefs'
Sit
9.
there.
That was excellent from start to finish.
Sit
from
there,
the blocking
man.
to the running, just well executed.
Pay my motherfucking money, man.
After that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
Send my motherfucking money, man.
6.
Send my money, man.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very... And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
Put me there with motherfucking Wolves and the Lions and shit. And I'm going to come out that motherfucker with the motherfucking fur.
What you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle, so this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle, so this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, they claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best just opening. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they eyes, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. On that lane switching, this is...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13. Line here.
Listen.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Penny. And he pushes way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
36 power. He's checking. Clear. Slam. Check. Hot. Go. 95. No.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Attack! You got tight. You got tight right there.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
49.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 55 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Wilson. Flush. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
64, weak.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big...
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded at the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Going on the ground with Homer. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Homer. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Penny. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, 57, color, 57, color. Exit. Watch 49. Go, go, go. Come on, baby. 49. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's get it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Exit, exit. Check, right side.
They run it again with Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Switch, switch, switch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's gone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They keep it with Penny on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down by just 49 yards.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. They run again with Carson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now it's Penny. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Penny running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This is Homer. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now again, right side. It's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert. Check 26, check 26. Tighten up. 25, check 26. Guys, 4 down. All go special. Out. Shit. There. Check 3. Tight on.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a... From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty. The 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On the run, it's Penny. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rush in. Rush in, folks.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going.
Come on.
Since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Oh my. What?
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Attack, attack. Lock 49. Lock 49. Hey, Sunday.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And
it's a pick six.
Incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You don't know no better. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Here's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with McCoy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's McCoy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Check. Attack.
They'll go with McCoy, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. LaShawn McCoy unable to get in, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, again, they go Procise. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 15. Good job right there.
From the 30 on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They're going deep. There's a return at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a big run there by McCoy, and even 50 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is McCoy. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll run with precise. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, right there. Good job right there. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Got it. Check 24, watch 24.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
14.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. After the penalty, it's Penny. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
14. Go 14.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 1st down, Carson. Darren Lee there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Penny, a 1st down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Rashad Penny. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap. 49, check 49.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Penny. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now it's Penny. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
smoke. I said I'm finna smoke because my fucking head hurt. Your slow ass can't read me. Man, that nigga caught me, quick hike me on that last play. I know. I was going for this shit. Nah, I was just going for it. He just got me all out my game right now. He said what? He said what? Who? You know how many games she had beat me in this whole time playing in this group? I'm saying, like, you know how many times this man beat me? Do I need to send my cash out? I'm talking about before the side bets, nigga. What is wrong with him? The last 5 games? He probably up 3-2. He just won 2 games, and I just won 2 games. No, I won 1 game. I won 1 game. 1 out of 3. Look at him. Huh? You say what? I swear, look, first of all, Key, I'm a man for anything. I refuse to ask another man to help me beat another man. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I'm finna smoke. Fuck you, nigga. Nah, matter of fact, I got a, what's it called? I got a game to play. I got a game to play. I'm in a tournament. I'm finna play somebody else right quick. I got a game to play. I got a tournament game for money.
Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. High for it, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a animal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think I can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, black, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I copy, I do my dance, jump in the dance, no man, man, I'll deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey y'all, dash, 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 they slept on the team that they owe me, I need a damn. There's no need in keeping it low. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coast regretted me letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all fools, magic. Now watch the juke do the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all, dash. 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 The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Play to win. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now it's Penny running right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. This is Carson, and he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They run it with Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now there's a scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go. White. 21.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here we go. 180.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Breida. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 180. Check line 54. Line 54. Come on. 13. Hey, gun. 54 Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Stop your whining. Switch. Under 10.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go. 25. Alert. 12.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On the run, it's Penny. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Penny. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Procise. And he'll lose yardage. First down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
65.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 62 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, his big defensive lineman. Can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter. No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Back. I got you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's got room. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmental.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the error.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Check.
throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This is Procise on the carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson has it. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This is Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36 power. Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 25. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Watch it, watch it. Out, 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 out.
The handoff, running left is Penny. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 39. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is Marshawn Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The handoff to Penny. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson. 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
I got this.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Michael Kendricks. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.